Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Dinosaur Revival, and welcome back to my educational dinosaur series. When most people hear the name Spinosaurus, they think of the famous sailed-back predator from North Africa, a massive dinosaur with a crocodile-like snout, carnivorous spines, and a lifestyle that was closely tied to water. But today, we're looking at a newly recognized member of that same genus, one that may have lived far from coastal environments, Spinosaurus mirabilis. This species was officially described and named on February 19th, 2026, but its discovery actually began several years ago. The first fossils were uncovered in 2019 in the Sahara Desert of Nigeria. At the time, the remains were fragmentary, and scientists could not yet determine exactly what the species had belonged to. Then, in 2022, more distinctive fossils were discovered, including parts of the skull and the unique crest structure. These remains made it clear that researchers were dealing with something different. After several years of study and analysis, the findings were finally published, formally identifying the species within this genus Spinosaurus. The fossils come from the Farrock Formation, dating back roughly 95 million years to the late Cretaceous period. The holotype specimen, which appears to have been a subadult, is estimated to have been around 8 meters long. However, based on scaling and interpretation of fossil material, fully grown adults may have reached around 13 to 14 meters in length. That would have made Spinosaurus mirabilis an enormous predator, comparable in size to the largest theropods known. One of the most distinctive features of this dinosaur is its scimitar-shaped cranial crest. This structure sits on the top of its skull and may have been covered in keratin, similar to the helmet in modern cassowaries. If this was the case, the crest would have likely appeared even larger and more dramatic in life. Structures like this are often interpreted as display features. They may have been used to attract mates, intimidate rivals, or communicate visually amongst others of its species. Like other members of the Spinosaur family, Spinosaurus mirabilis possessed teeth highly specialized for catching slippery prey. The teeth in the lower jaw protruded outward and interlocked between those in the upper jaw. This arrangement created a natural trap perfectly suited for gripping fish. Because of these adaptations, scientists believe this dinosaur likely spent much of its time hunting in rivers and wetlands. In fact, the animal has been nicknamed the Hell Heron. The name was given by lead paleontologist Professor Paul Serena, not sure how to pronounce that, I apologize, who suggested the dinosaur may have hunted in a way somewhat similar to modern herons, wading into shallow water and striking at prey. But unlike a heron, this predator could have been several meters long and weighed several tons. Another interesting aspect of this discovery is where the fossils were found. The site lies approximately 500 to 1,000 kilometers inland from the nearest ancient coastline. This suggests that spinosaurs were not limited to coastal mangrove environments, as they sometimes portrayed. Instead, they may have also lived deep within in inland river systems and forested regions. Several individuals were discovered at the same site. This does not necessarily prove that these dinosaurs lived or hunted in groups. Fossils can accumulate together for several different reasons. However, the presence of multiple individuals does raise interesting questions about how these animals may have lived and interacted with one another. The discovery of Spinosaurus mirabilis is also important for understanding the evolution of spinosaurids in general. Researchers have proposed that these dinosaurs may have undergone a kind of stepwise evolutionary process. Early relatives developing elongated snouts and teeth adapted for catching fish. Later species expanded into coastal environments, and eventually, highly specialized predators evolved that were capable of hunting effectively in rivers and wetlands, possibly even within the coast, like at sea, slightly out at sea, as seen in the Dinosaurs Netflix show with Spinosaurus aegypticus. Even with these aquatic adaptations, however, no known dinosaurs have ever become fully aquatic. Spinosaurs show many features suited for life around water, but they were still terrestrial animals that moved between land and river ecosystems as a part of their lifestyle, similar to penguins, which are dinosaurs themselves, in a sense. Another fascinating detail about this discovery involves the use of modern technology during the excavation. Because the fossils were discovered in the remote Sahara Desert, researchers created 3D models of the bones directly at the dig site using solar-powered equipment to scan fossils in real time. This allows scientists to study the fossils digitally while still in the field. It's a reminder that paleontology today combines traditional fossil hunting with cutting-edge technology. Spinosaurus Mirabilis adds another important piece to the puzzle of how Spinosaurs lived and evolved. It shows that these predators were not confined to coastal habitats, and adaptations for fishing may have allowed them to thrive in a wide range of environments. And like many discoveries in paleontology, it reminds us that even well-known groups of dinosaurs can still surprise us. New fossils continue to reshape our understanding of prehistoric life, sometimes in the most unexpected ways. Now, that is all from me, but if you've enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more dinosaur educational videos, but though this is only the beginning, so I am going to expand my reach out of dinosaurs, not just fauna, I'm going to expand into flora eventually as well. So if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like, as it helps the algorithm and it pushes the video out there so I can help educate even more people. And I will catch you all on the other side.